What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, man. Millionaire Habits series, part tres. Part three, baby. First two habits. Ah, be insatiably curious was the first habit we talked about. How we have to tap into that inner nature of being uh, just curious about life and how things works. Tapping into our inner child, just fascinated about everything around us. But in this particular case, we're fascinated about how does the world of money works. And then habit number two was a part of everything you earn is yours to keep. Whether you earn $100 a week or you earn $100,000 a week, a portion of it should be instantly allocated off the top for your future self, your future ambitions, your future vision of a life you desire to win. And that brings us to week or habit number three: consistency, discipline, the ability to keep going when you don't feel like keeping going. How incrementally, inch by inch, things become a cinch. Yard by yard, you're making things hard. What do I mean by that? Consistency. If you think about it, my favorite stories I used to share with my two sons growing up. They're both 24 and 20 at this particular time. Was the story of the tortoise and the hare. We all know that particular uh, children's story. And for those of you who may not, you might be from a foreign country, or you may be, have lived in a cave or a rock over the past, 30, 40 years. But ultimately, the story of the tortoise and the hare is one of you have this rabbit and you have a turtle. When the race begins, the whistle goes off and the rabbit bolts out of the starting gate wide open. And literally, the rabbit takes off and gets so far ahead, you can't even see the turtle anymore. And what happens? The rabbit gets complacent. The rabbit's like, oh man, I got this. Ain't no way in the world this turtle could ever beat me. And confidence is one thing, but arrogance is another. And pride becomes before the fall. And so the rabbit starts taking his privilege of speed for granted. He gets out there, he starts getting lazy, he looks back, he can hardly see where the turtle's at. And so he starts getting creative. Instead of finishing the race, he starts getting distracted. He's no longer intentional about what he's trying to accomplish because he's taken for granted the privilege of his strengths, which is speed. Then jump to the other side of the story, we have the turtle. The turtle is slow and steady, slow and steady, never breaking pace, never losing focus, and just slow and steady. Slow, which is one of my favorite phrases I share with my sons and really any of my friends and family who desires to accomplish anything. I know, in this microwave society, this instant gratification world that we live in, this capitalistic monster that we call America, we want what we wanted, we want it now. Why can't we have it now? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the journey builds up the character so that when you do get to your desired destination, you have what it takes to withstand all of the vicissitudes that are going to come your way. And so back to the turtle, hey man, he's slow and steady. And then the next thing you know, he gets within eyesight of the rabbit. The rabbit sees him, then the rabbit takes off again. Man, ain't no way that you're going to catch me. But all the while, that rabbit has developed some bad habits, has taken certain things for granted. So he gets a little further ahead, and once again, squirrel, he's distracted. He's doing something else rather than finishing the race. But the next thing you know, the rabbit has overexerted himself. With all those distractions, he's got so distracted that he's worn himself out and decides, hey man, I can win this race with my eyes closed, and decides to catch him a little nap. Well, guess what? Cut back to our character, the turtle. He's still at it, baby. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Eyes on the prize. No distractions. Intentional in his efforts. Sticking that neck out a little bit at a time. Locked in on a destination. The journey's just part of the process. Next thing you know, he slow creeps right past the sleeping rabbit. He doesn't pick up his pace. He doesn't make any noise. He keeps his head high, his neck stuck out, and it's slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady. Next thing you know, he looks back and he can hardly see the rabbit. But he doesn't get too cocky. He just keeps it as slow and steady, consistently locked in on his destination, intentional about his efforts, slow and steady. Well, man, next thing you know, cut back to our rabbit. This joker wakes up, looks back, man, I can't even see that turtle. Man, so he hops out, he starts jogging. And as he's jogging, he looks ahead and he was like, what the? He can see the turtles ahead. He's like, the Joker's almost to the finish line. So he takes off wide open, fast as he can. But he's gotten lazy. He's out of shape. He's exhausted himself with all his distractions. And now he has to make up ground to catch the turtle. Does the turtle freak out that the rabbit is in a full out sprint? Nope. Slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady. The next thing you know, boom, the turtle wins the race. And no matter how many times you read that story, the turtle always wins. Always. No matter what you may think, no matter what advantages you think the rabbit has, the person that consistently stays intentional with what they hope to accomplish will accomplish more over the course of time than those who gotta have it now, who lacks the patience, who lacks the consistency, who lacks the discipline to stay at a course of action until they're successful. And here's the thing, I got this from this guy named Myron Golden, and there's a Bible verse that says, in all labor there's profit. Okay? But this is what people miss. It doesn't say that just because you're laboring, you're going to profit. It says in all labor there's profit. You may embark upon a journey that you've never embarked upon before and you're not seeing the results you desire. Most people quit after 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. And what they fail to realize, most people quit on this new mission of becoming this person they never become 6 feet away from goal. What do I mean by that? If they just persevered a little bit longer, they would have started to reap the results they desired. And as Myron Golden says, all work works. It's either working for you, which we all want. We all want our work to work for us. But when it's not working for us, just know it's working on you. And the turtle knew that, man, as long as I stay the course, as long as I stay, I got a chance. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. And sometimes we think more of ourselves than our actual capabilities, that we get a little arrogant, we get a little cocky. And when things aren't working on our timeline, we say it's simply not working. And like a squirrel, we're on to the next thing. Never giving the chance for the work to work on us until we can become the person that the work can work for us. So, millionaire habit number 3 is simply consistency. Stay the course. No matter what's going on around you, friends, family that appears to be having more success than you at this particular time. Hey, comparison is a thief of joy. Stay locked on the vision you have for your life, the vision you have for your family, the vision you want to create through your efforts. And I promise you, if you stay consistent long enough, you'll start reaping the results that you desire. But more important, you'll start becoming the person for which all work works, bringing yourself one step closer to your millionaire goal. So, with that, back to my man Jim Ron. I appreciate y'all tapping in this week. Continue to work hard on your jobs. You know what I'm saying? Trading that time for money. Get as much money as you can. But always remember, you work hard on your job, you make a living. You work harder on yourself, you can make a fortune. Peace out, YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Till next week. Peace.